Yo, what's going on out there in them digital streets? This your player partner Watt checking in, and this is the Dropbox, and let's get into it. Yeah, man, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into this clip.
That she's obviously been through so much. And so I hope that she's just supported. You know, I hope people rally around her. Obviously, she has a great personality and she's brought a lot of attention to the sport. And I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. And so I think just more than anything, you know, for all athletes, there's so much that goes into it. We just, you know, give her the support that she needs.
I got you. Well, you just...
So yeah, that was the interview done by Allyson Felix on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show. Good interview. When she was asked the question about Shacarri Richardson, she didn't have anything negative to say about the young lady, which makes the reply from Shacarri very polarizing. But I want to get into something, and I want to talk about today the nature of the polarizing athlete. I think this is something we've seen before. It's not unique to us. When you look at people like Dennis Rodman, someone that on the court, he's doing all the dirty work. Like when you look at a stat sheet and you see 23, 24 rebounds a night, and he defensively shut down whoever he's in front of. Like they don't score. Like he does the dirty work. And he did it so well that it really went unnoticed. So what does a guy do like that to get attention? Because what he's doing is actually impressive. He dyes his hair, puts on a wedding dress. That'll get people attention. Because if you really think about it, kind of standing next to the greatest player, arguably the greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, it's nothing offensively that you could do impressive that would overshadow him. You could take any NBA superstar today, put them in a time machine, take them back to that time, put them on the same team as Michael Jordan, and they wouldn't be the focal point. And I think that's what's going on here now. We have, you know, Elaine, which is doing some phenomenal things on the track, Shelly Ann as well. These are phenomenal athletes. Probably once in a generation type athletes. You won't see athletes like this for another 10, 15 years, you know, that could compete at this high of a level. And I think Shacarri doesn't try to compete with them in the way that we all expect her to. And then if you look at it, it's some other things in play too. Like they just have more years under this. Like people never take that into consideration, that these women are damn near a decade older than this kid. She's 21, they're damn near 31. We never actually take that into consideration when we're talking about athletes, saying that these women are at the peak physical condition. Like right around now, you may start to see a decline. It's usually around this time in all areas of sports activity that athletes start to experience a decline. So they're at the peak of their abilities, and they're doing very impressive things. And she's at the beginning of her career. She has a long way to go. She has a lot more days under the sun to practice, to train, to really craft her game and add nuance to what makes her special as an athlete on the field. You know, I don't think people take that into consideration. More importantly, I don't think people understand that she was able to bring something new to the sport. And you have to really appreciate what she's doing in this moment. Love her or hate her, you feel some type of way about her. Most of these track and field athletes, even the great ones right now at this very moment, you're indifferent to them. You didn't even know that they existed until she popped up, until she presented herself. And I will be the first one to raise my hand and say, when I seen this kid come across my TV screen, or rather YouTube, it was like, like you love her or you hate her, you have to feel something. And I think that's something that definitely separates her from her competitors. You got to understand, this last race that she was in, she finished dead last. There were 9 women in this race. We only know about 4. That's crazy that you can't even name the other 5 women in the race right now. If someone said, hey, name the other 5 women that were also racing, and love her or hate her, you're invested in the story of Shacarri Richardson right now. You know, we, like, whether you cheer for her or whether you boo for her, you have to think about it. This girl just put up a post and not really said anything directly to Allyson Felix, and the world's on fire because she made people feel something. And that's what sports is about. And it's really a teachable moment for a lot of young athletes. You know, you can get out there and you can perform at a high level, but you have to have character. You have to have charisma to separate you from the other people on the field, whatever sport you're in. So to bring it 360, I think that people are very invested in her, whether it's love or hate. So that's why this thing with Allyson Felix, which is not even a thing at all, like, if you really look at the exchange, you know, Allyson said some encouraging words to her. She just kind of brushed it off. So nothing really here. But people are so invested in her that they see things when things aren't there. And you know what they want to see? They want to see a race again. Whether they want her to win or want her to lose. If she wins, that makes them even more angry. That fuels the hate train. If she loses, yeah, they get a victory in that, but these people would much rather hate you. It's the craziest shit in the world. But what say you? Is she a social media mastermind, or is she losing her mind? Come and kick it with your tribe in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation about it. And on that note, I'm out the box with it. Do you hear me?